Imagine this, you entered real estate in 2020 and you've never had to do a price reduction in your entire history of your career. You've been in a position that you've had low interest rates, you've had hundreds of buyers, and now all of a sudden you find yourself with so many listings and not a single buyer to be found. Welcome to market cycles. And now as a great real estate agent, you've got to learn the skill on what you've got to do once you actually get a price reduction. Now we've got agents who are out there in the marketplace right now that are getting price reductions from owners and then turn up next Saturday and they're going to see whether or not the price reduction made a difference. But that's not what great agency is all about. What great agency is all about is about having a really good quality price reduction menu. Now, this is a great skill set, one of the best in the business. A guy by the name of Paul Curtin at Place Estate Agency in Brisbane. He's very, very clear about menus. He went to a local steak restaurant and they actually had a list of all the different ways that you could do a potato. Anything from actually having mashed potato right the way through to roasted and all of a sudden fries, you get the idea. And now what I want you to think about is what would actually happen if you had a price reduction menu. So now that we've got the price reduction, the first thing I want you to do is a brand new buyer match. Now, buyer matches don't work that well inside of CRMs. I want you to go to every single other property that your business has sold in the course of the last 12 months where a similar buyer would have walked through. And now I want you to get those buyers through your particular home. And that's an important conversation. Hey there, Jenny, it's Josh. I thought I'd give you a quick call. We had you down that you're looking to buy. Did you still have an appetite to purchase? We've got a new price guide on 21 Jones Street. I'd love to get you through. Then what I then want you to do is I want you to call back all of the existing buyer inquiry. Now we know that if it was over 5 or 10 grand, then they ultimately would have already made an offer. So this is about getting back on the phone, letting them know that you now have a new price guide on 21 Jones Street and would they like to come and inspect the property. And now what I want you to do is I want you to also go back to all of the previous market appraisals you've done in the price range or property before. So if you've got a 4-bedroom that's been listed, get on the phone to every single one of your 3-bedroom appraisals and see whether or not you can get them through the 4-bedroom home that you've got with the new price guide. Then the great thing about that is if they like it, then ultimately they're going to have to sell their 3-bedder in order to be able to go and buy the 4-bedroom home. Then what do you think about what you can go and do in terms of all of your digital marketing? You can do a bump where you can move it up in terms of the search results on the portals. You can do an email blast, which is usually included in your subscription on the portals. And in addition to that, you can do a social collaboration. Ultimately, you can go and put it on social now that you have a new price guide. Then really the skill is to make sure that you get a private buyer appointment through that particular property in the course of the next 24 hours. And ideally, you get 2 agents there at exactly the same time with 2 buyers and someone pulling out a tape measure to drive that perception of buyer interest and in someone wanting to go and secure that particular home. That's what we get to do in a great price reduction. The challenge is that many agents are skipping over all of those steps and hoping that it just works on Saturday. If you don't do those activities, there's no way you're going to get extra buyers there, and there's no way that ultimately the property will actually sell. That's the skill of what great buyer work is all about, and that's the skill of what a great menu is all about, is to making sure that you're doing all of those individual actions to make sure you get all of the results that you need from the change that you've just made in relation to pricing on that particular property.